Go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Eternal Casual Friday. As we did last week, we wanted to start with the news section. I don't know, we like it. So joining me are Cygnus and Overmaster. Overmaster is just staying for the news section, and then he's gonna play. So we've got a couple of news to tell you about. I'm sorry.
You guys better be ready for the spice.
He's gonna rock the tournament. So we've got a couple of news. Yeah, we're gonna remind you at the end also, but I've got a new website. The URL is fairly simple. It's tgpeternal.com, and you can find pretty much any information you would like to find about us. You can find there. You will find the articles that we're posting. They're gonna be over there. What do we have over here as well? We've got all our links to the YouTube, which we're gonna talk about, and the Twitch channel. I don't know, just go and visit. If you've got any feedback about the website, don't hesitate.
It looks really nice, by the way.
Yes, it does.
I've checked it out. It's very clean. I like the setup. Phoenixton worked for. I think it was just you that worked on it, right?
No. It's Reshov that did most of it, and then I fiddled with it a bit. It is
The combination after Reshov and Phoenixton looks pretty nice. Pretty nice, I have to say.
yeah, if you've got any feedback, like if we should add some sections or whatever, just tell us and we'll be happy to listen. The other big news is the upcoming tournament we have that is not the Eternal Casual Friday, which is gonna be held still next week, but it is on June 17th. We've got a new tournament, the Conquest of Cats Go Moo. And the specialty about it is that Cats Go Moo is sponsoring the tournament. So we've got a few nice cash prizes. We've got, if I'm not mistaken, a $50 gift card, Steam gift card, but I think he said that he could do PayPal as well, so you should probably get in touch with him at some point to check. But we've got a $50 first prize reward. We've got a 25 and 10 and 10 for the second, third, and fourth place, if I'm not mistaken. So
And
check it
Duncan
out as
Brand
well.
is sponsoring the both the $10 prizes for.
Ah, yes. So yeah, they're doing great work, and I'm gonna paste the link to the tournament, which is on Battlefire as well, for you to consult. We're gonna do a few Reddit posts to remind you guys. So there, here we go. We've got about the new website. We've got new streaming and articles to come. You'll find all of it on the website. We worked the YouTube channel. It's now up, and we've got the 2 last tournaments on it, if I am not mistaken, and I don't think I am. If you want the link, you
correct.
can. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I've looked at it, and they're both there.
Okay. So if you want the link, you can find it by typing !YouTube in the chat, and you've got a brand new link waiting for you. And the other thing we wanted to mention is that we're still considering doing this tournament an hour later. For now, it seems to be picking up, so we'd say that we're not going back to an hour earlier for now. Nothing is like fixed for now. So if you want to, we still got the feedback form that we would love to. We would love to read your answers to this form. So if you want to find it, you just gotta to type the Twitch command, !feedback command, and you will find the form. So that's basically it. Have I missed anything, guys?
I don't think so. Let's see. Nope. I mean, currently I'm doing production for it, and if you need if you want to do any graphical work for that kind of thing, then be more willing to accept accept some graphical files from an individual. We have graphical people on TGP, but yeah, I'm gonna need some graphics. I do none of that.
Yes,
so,
we
you know,
we might need some help. Yes.
if you need,
Yeah.
if you want to help in general with TGP stuff.
Yes, and if you've got any question, we've got the Discord as well. So if you do not have a link for the Discord, give me a second.
Link for Discord on my stream. Oh, for TGP.
Do you?
We do not currently have a Discord link command. I can toss a.
Well,
right up
if anybody's got a link, we can set up a comment, and yes, we can give you the Discord link. If you've got any question, don't hesitate to ask. We are always there to answer you. So basically that's it. We're gonna do this one at the end of the tournament again. So today Overmaster is gonna go choo choo. You're gonna go and play. And good luck. And Cygnus and I are apparently casting this tournament. Pre-flight announcement. Yes. We were doing some... we like this section. I like this section, actually. So, is that the Discord link, Cygnus? I am...
Yes, that is the Discord link.
Okay, I'll add the comment. Add Discord. And we are going to go.
Alright, so it's time for our tournament.
Yes. Do we have anything spicy today? I believe that we do.
More players here have brought spice than have not brought spice. And this is our biggest turnout yet, so be prepared for some extreme spice.
Okay, guys, so we are going to generate the brackets, and we are going to go. There we go.
So yes, with 11 participants, this is our best turnout so far.
I believe it is, yes.
And yes, with, as Reshev points out in chat, we have a sub button now. If you're just really want to support us and keep
Yeah,
this tournament up and running, you can.
That's basically it. If you like what you're watching, don't forget to follow and subscribe if you want to. Yes, it's true, we got a subscribe button very recently. Okay.
Oh, am I quiet? My apologies. Let's see what I can do about that.
And we've got the first bracket. So we've got a few very interesting deck lists. We'll see if we can find a great match to start things with.
I think it is very unlikely for us to not be able to find a great match.
You're right. There seems to be very interesting match. Western Cancer is on a Fenport Mill Control, which looks interesting to me.
What is a Romanov on? Because that is Western Cancer's opponent.
Roma is playing the Bunny has one trick. Praxis midrange. He's playing Praxis midrange. We've got, what do we have that seems very interesting? Fox and Good
our
Points.
very own Overmaster brought something pretty beautiful.
It did, and Vampus, I think Vampus is on Reanimator, which wouldn't surprise me.
That
So
would be fun.
okay, let's go for this. Let me just update the deck list and we are good to go. Let me tell also the players to not start right now. Okay, so it's gonna be the Overmaster versus Vampus. It's Overmaster, but oh yes. Now that I see that. There we go.
I'm going to go ahead and thank Romanova for subscribing to the Great Parliament.
Oh yes, we've got a little bit of delay, but we appreciate every single one of you supporting the stream. So, Overmaster versus Vampus. Vampus is playing the deck he brought last week, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's a fairly classic Sentinel Reanimator deck. But on the other side, we've got the Overmaster. Let me just... Guys, I am updating the deck list, but today we are short on a producer, so I'm doing both at once, which might not be ideal, but we're trying.
The Overmaster brings a unique take on a screen deck, or a unique take on a mask deck, whichever you want to think of it as, because it's both. He's using everyone's favorite Scream package to get all of those.
Yeah, the
Reanimation
card
effects.
draw, and a reanimation
card
effect,
draw.
yes.
And the life gain. And he's using the life gain to trigger Mask of the Tormentor. It's actually beautiful.
And we are good to go. Okay, let's go.
I was actually playing Overmaster's deck list just a minute ago, and man, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yes, and one of the very special things the deck can do is, oh, what's it called? Let me see. You can scream back Dream Snatcher and then Ultimate Dream Snatcher, because you frequently have enough power to do that. So yeah, then you're attacking in with a flying massive Dream Snatcher. And like, yes, and ultimate refreshes if you need it to for whatever reason. Or if you've ioned something that, sure, it just becomes a brick, but you can still scream back that brick with flying and charge. I honestly am not sure though. I have not really played with or against Vampus's deck. So I think it'll be a fun tournament to start. It looks like the players are ready. I have Vampus covered.
And we've got, on the right, we've got, this is not a glitch, this is a scout cam, which will allow you to see, for example, here, Vampus's scouts. should be working properly.
So Vampus mulligans into a hand that will allow him to play turn 3 Nocturnal Observer and start observing the night.
Yeah, we've got a nice hand from Overmaster, in my opinion. You got all the influence you want, you get early removal thanks to Xenon Initiation. Is he gonna keep the Harbinger?
That initiation is a one of in his
Hmm.
deck. It's a special little piece of tech to get into hard to kill units.
When I played the Time Scream deck, I usually played Twilight Hunt, the one cost giving killer and Nightfall, which I found useful for Rindra to trigger the Nightfall
It
for Rindra. But
seems
yeah,
the Overmaster values the
the +1/+1,
that
yes.
in an initiation gives over the Nightfall for Rindra, and being one cheaper, of course.
Ooh, Hunting Scream stays on top, obviously. And oh, he found the Great Kiln Titan to send in the void.
Yeah, that Great Kiln
Via
Titan goes
Observer.
straight to the void, and now Vampus is looking for Stirring Sands.
Yes.
As Overmaster is looking for an opportunity to smash Vampus's face with that Rindra. So Vampus gets to either Permafrost or Equivocate the Rindra nice and quickly. Which do you feel is the correct play here?
I don't really know. That's the problem with this kind of decks. You've got so many options. Which one should you take? So, Heart of the Vault staying in hand makes sense to me. You've got... Okay, the Permafrost and the Rindra is a good choice.
Yeah.
Let me check if he's playing
Since the Overmaster isn't running any
Devour or... yeah.
defense, that is going to be a permanent removal spell.
But he's got Banish. If we want to play this game, like he can kill the Rindra. Just that maybe he shouldn't. He's going to get rid of the Observer, but the Equivocate
The Equivocate's going
is
down
ooh,
on the Gorgon in response.
False Prince. False Prince could become an interesting Scream target.
I mean, yeah, that could be a Scream target, but I feel like it might just get permafrosted.
Yes, it could be permafrosted. I was wondering, no, if you play Equivocate on the False Prince, it becomes the 1/1 and then it gets back to your hand, right?
And Vampus is drawn into the
Exact-
Stirring Sand.
Yes, he has. So we're gonna see a Steering Sense for Great Kill next turn. She's gonna put a lot of pressure on Overmaster. He does not have anything to scream that is interesting. Just gonna check the graveyard
He
for
does
now.
not have anything to remove that Great Kiln Titan.
Yes.
Here we see another Great Kiln Titan
On top.
as Vampus scouts.
Probably keeping it,
Trying to
yes.
stay on top.
How many? Let's just. This is a graveyard matchup. So we've got just a Great Kiln Titan in the void. So you can't do Steering Sense for 2 Sentinels by exhausting the Explorer next turn. So
He doesn't even need to Stirring Sands for 2 Sentinels. He's going to get 2 Sentinels because he gets Stirring Sand for 1 Oh wait, no, he's already used his power.
maybe,
Never mind.
just maybe, you'd want to do Heart of the Vault first and have it killed, and then wait for the revive, the resurrect on Steering Sense for 2 Sentinels, or maybe it's just gonna go for the Great Kiln. I don't know.
I think at this point it's reasonable to
Just Great
Just
Kiln and
Steering Sand.
Permafrost. Yeah.
because you still get to Permafrost, which deals with either one of the Overmaster's units, and the Heart of the Vault wouldn't meaningfully kill either of them. I mean, it's not like It's not like False Prince dies to abilities as well.
Yeah. So yeah, probably Permafrost and Ensteric Sands, you're right. If there was a better target for the Art of the Vault, I would have considered it.
And that's what Vampus is going to do. Is
Yeah.
going to Stirring Sand back the massive Great Kiln Titan, providing a lot of pressure that Overmaster still doesn't have a way to deal with.
Ooh,
Gonna go ahead
Torch.
and end his turn and top deck a Torch.
So not playing the Permafrost. Gonna take 5.
Yeah, but like taking 5 at this point isn't really a big deal.
No, it's fine, it's fine. You got the iron. Oh, oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna attack. Doesn't even care if the. Okay, so
I
attacking
understand
into
with the
Iron.
Observer,
Yeah,
because if you attack with the Observer, then either the Dream Snatcher or the Ion that's going to show
yeah,
up
to get the
then
Art of the
dies to Heart
Vault.
of Vault.
Yes, makes sense.
So, the Overmaster decides to double block.
Yeah, just in
Nocturnal
case there's a
Observer.
torch, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna see the Art of the Vault on the Iron.
Yeah. All that double block really did was let Vampus choose which unit to kill,
Yeah,
and that unit happens to be Ion. Which means there now is 2 different options for Scream targets, but they're not really
they're not great.
the targets that you're looking for at this point.
Next turn, oh my god, oh, this hurts. I was gonna say next turn, Vampus can cast his Great King Titan, but who needs the Great King Titan now? You've got a second one.
What's better than 2 Great Kiln Titans in play? 3 Great
Probably
Kiln
3,
Titans in
yes. He's gonna attack with the 9/7, right? Like you do
play.
torch
Yeah,
and
you're free
yeah.
the attacks at this point.
You can
So it
torch the
looks like
5/5,
Vampus is
yeah.
going to decide to get
Oh.
the value of torching the Dream Snatcher.
Yeah,
and
he's denying the lifesteal. It's
and
fine.
denying the Gorgon Fanatic from being able to die and get screamed.
Yeah, that's the
which
good
is
choice.
Very relevant.
Well, to be honest, Overmaster is at 2. We'll see. Ooh, 2
At
powers.
least there's not really relics for Vampus to be hitting.
And this is 1-0 for Vampus.
Oh, sorry about that. Now in the sideboards. Yeah. I mean, being able to unseal the Stirring Sand is an option, but I'm not entirely sure that the Overmaster wants to be keeping up 2 power for a counterspell for such a cheap spell. It's I feel like those are more in the deck to deal with your um Channel the Tempests, or in this event, this Channel of the Tempests could also be a new tomorrow, or for some reason, or well, no, I'm not saying the Vampus has Channel of the Tempest. I'm saying those are probably the types of spells that the Overmaster is looking to counter. Well, that's that's the thing about the Reanimator deck. Vampus had the perfect hand, and the Overmaster had nothing to do about it. I could I could see that more than the Unseal, because the Unseal has the negative side effect of having to keep it up, having to keep that 2 power open every turn. No, no, the deck does not seem to be quite designed to play against Sentinel Reanimator. I mean, Vampus gets to bring in polymorphs as a way of dealing with some of what are essentially combo pieces. Yeah. Uh, he gets to, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, these decks are both pretty much combo decks in some way. The Overmasters can function more as a control deck, I think, than Vampuses can, which means that it's not that easy for them to completely sideboard out their plans. Either way, it looks like the players are in game, so it's time to see game 2.
Oh.
So here's a hand that Vampus will definitely be mulliganing, and here's a hand that
That-
is probably
yeah.
gonna work out for Vampus.
Yeah, it's a good hand. You can drop your Titan blocking the Haunting Scream. It's fine.
Yeah, Titan against Haunting Scream is definitely Titan favored.
Yeah, you've got the early permafrost as well. Probably bottoming the sigil. You've got the early permafrost for the either the Rindra or the Gorgon Fanatic.
Oh yeah, that Permafrost is going to go right on to the Gorgon Fanatic, most likely.
Yes, yes it is. What do we have?
Now, once again, we see Vampus drawing another large Sentinel, I guess his first large Sentinel of the game, that he's not going to be able to cast for a long time and currently doesn't have any way to put it into his void, meaning that Stirring Sand is just sitting around there wishing that its friend Lava Blood Goliath were in the right place.
It's fine. It's fine. You can kill your. He opted to not put the Gorgon Fanatic on 3.
The Overmaster decided to
Yeah.
cast Wisdom of the Elders over that, which might turn out to work in his favor, because, I mean, probably not, because Vampus has the second Permafrost.
Yeah, you've got
well.
Permafrost, Equivocate for the first Haunting Scream. So many answers to our poor Overmaster's deck. Annihilate did come in. Would have been a surprise if they didn't. But you got a nice answer to the first threats from Vampus. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna put a Fanatic on the board? Is he just gonna draw? What is he gonna
I
do?
think the correct choice here is just keep committing more to try to strain whatever removal Vampus has.
Yes. There's so many removal on Vampus's side. I don't know if you're gonna win by doing this. Maybe you just wait for the Vampus's power to be tapped and you just Haunting Scream. Probably don't want to commit the Gorgon Fanatic on the board.
Well, wait waiting for Vampus to be tapped out is not going to work out in the Overmaster's favor.
Yeah.
But the Overmaster still gets to cast Wisdom. He does draw into a mask.
Yeah,
which
is that a
means
mask?
he'll
Yeah,
probably
it's a
play that
mask
right
play,
away.
okay.
Yep.
The thing is, if you
That
keep
means
the Annihilate
Overmaster's going to-
open, okay,
sorry.
yeah, you Annihilate.
You
Didn't
know,
know if he was gonna do that. I thought the strategize was probably what I would have done. When you lose against Grand King Titan, you probably want to keep your only removals for them.
yeah, that's an interesting choice, but I suppose Scream gets completely blanked
Yeah,
by
by Titan.
Sandstorm Titan, so it's another really annoying thing to have to deal with. Vampus now has the Lava Blood Goliath in his Void alongside that Sandstorm Titan. If for some reason he gets an Explorer in play to hit 2 things with,
Yeah.
that probably won't happen though. There's 3 Equivocates in Vampus's hand. are going
This
to
is
be
yeah.
most likely to be the bane of the Overmaster.
That's pretty much it. You're gonna first get Gorgon Fanatic, okay, equivocate, then Iron, okay, equivocate, and you're gonna be very sad very soon. You've got the feeding
You
time
know-
as well for the. You didn't see any last game. That's pretty much why.
Vampus could go the extremely controlling route here and just either permafrost on this turn or equivocate next turn that Gorgon Fanatic and hold on to the Stirring Sand for as long as he wants and eventually play the Lava Blood Goliath, possibly hardcast the one in his hand or Stirring Sand the one
Yeah,
from his
alright.
void into play as another removal spell.
Chooses to equivocate.
Chooses to equivocate on his own.
Yeah,
turn.
that's what I was gonna say. He chooses to equivocate on his own turn.
And then goes ahead and Lava Blood's face because he wouldn't want to make the Rendra suddenly available as a screen target.
This is basically the kind of matchup where you would love to have an observer on screen side, because you would love to be able to put your fanatics in the graveyard directly, or your Rendras, and
Yeah,
it's simply not possible for.
that would be an interesting thing to do. So we see that the Equivocate turned it into a Spirit Guide, which, you know,
It's not the worst 3 drops you can.
it's worse than an Ion, but
Yeah.
not much worse.
I mean, we're gonna be able to. It's got the life steal that triggers the mask, which is fine. But we're gonna be able to see an Iron ultimate at some point. Ah, no, we're not. Equivocate. Oh, it's so sad for Overmaster.
And what does this one become? A Lethari Nightblade. I mean,
I think it's an unblockable, yeah, for 2.
yeah, that's unblockable, but no more lifesteal, and the Overmaster's sitting there facing down against a
He's
Lava
going
Blood
to,
Goliath
yeah, he's going to
that's
feeding
going to get
time.
feeding timed, but possibly another Lava Blood Goliath soon.
Ah, that's interesting. We didn't see another equivocate on the Goliath. So, huh.
Dr. Hero makes an interesting point in chat that it's possibly correct to run one or even a couple hourglasses in the sideboard.
To get around permafrost. For this version, yeah, probably.
Oh no, we see another Stirring Sand, but since the kill spell that the Overmaster used was feeding time, there's no Lava Blood Goliath in his void. The only thing Vampus could Stirring Sand back is a Sandstorm Titan, and that doesn't seem to be
The
quite
thing
what
is,
he needed to do.
this version needs to have a way to kill his own units. That's pretty much what every other Scream deck has, and that this one doesn't. So you've got
Vampus is
Hailstorm and Harshfall on the GPS. You've got Combust and Devour on FPS. But in this one, you do not have any way to kill your units. So Permafrost is a big problem. Yeah, it might be Hero might be right. Ooh, Groundbreaker though.
the polymorphs did come in.
Wait, yeah, the polymorph did come in, but you've got an unblockable and you've got a Groundbreaker. That's a combo.
I mean,
It's
not
too bad
really.
it's gonna get. Wait, it
It
is.
is the torch.
Yeah, but is he gonna
Let's see if
torch the
Vampus actually
2/2?
torches it. What if Vampus doesn't torch? I mean, then
No, but it's okay because he's got the polymorph anyway. But
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That wasn't the target you would be looking for in a torch for Sentinel Reanimator against Scream. But maybe he
Hero once again
predicted
makes
it.
An interesting point that Devour is always an option that the Overmaster could be running, which is kind of interesting because doesn't Devour seem like right up the Overmaster's alley?
With the lifesteal, well, with the life gain, yes, it
Yeah.
does. I don't know. Maybe the deck list must be quite tight. It's it can't be easy to find more places. Like I'm already skeptical about Iron because it pretty much dies to any removal spell you can imagine. So any popular removal
I
spell.
do like Ion in here.
I love it
because
as a
it's-
yeah. I love the card.
It's a way
but,
of
yeah.
creating two different threats while also being able to lifesteal.
Yeah, but I mean
Yeah,
you've got
no,
to
Ion
survive for
seems
that.
pretty good.
Is it isn't okay. This is running.
Yeah, the Overmaster is heavily advantaged right now. Vampus was stuck without the opportunity to play his big stuff for just too long.
Not only that, but I think the removal spells from Vampus were played rather casually. Like you do need your removal spells, and you've played so many that now you can't deal with the 3/6. Did the you see if he had kept the torch, he had no need to polymorph the fanatic, and then you could polymorph the 3/6. But it chose to torch the 2/2 unblockable, which makes not much sense to me. But maybe so that it was a I don't know. He perceived it as a dangerous unit. Maybe I don't
With
know.
the, with the Overmaster coming back to win that game, we're now 1-1. So we're going to get to see one more game between these two players, and this really does seem like an interesting matchup. The decks so far have almost lost to themselves more than to their opponents. That said, they do seem to be somewhat evenly balanced. Oh yeah, you don't take the Mask of Torment out of the Mask of Torment Scream deck. All right, players jumped right back in.
Oh,
Oh dear, Vampus's hand looks excruciatingly slow here.
just update the scores, and we are good to go. Okay. So what kind of hand do we have? Yes, it does seem slow. Ooh, he's gonna have to seek power for a primal sigil, or his whole hand is he's unable to cast anything in his hand. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
finding the second
The
seek power.
Overmaster is also not doing amazingly on power, but I guess He's got the influence he needs to
Yeah, to play his
go
hands.
ahead and seek
fine.
power or whatever he feels the need to do. Or not seek power, sorry, wisdom of the elders. Therefore, the first several turns are really just going to be setup time.
So we did see the sabotage coming in, and the unseal. The unseal we saw last game. The sabotage I don't think we did. That's interesting. What would you do in Overmaster's situation? Like, can you leave the observer on the board? I don't know.
Well, the observer already got an opportunity to bend something, and it wasn't a big sentinel, so you could possibly read that there's not really much to discard yet. But the issue then becomes that the Nocturnal Observer helps Vampus find what
Yeah.
he's going to want to discard. Looks like the Overmaster is going to go on the sabotage plan, see what's going on in Vampus's hand, and
He's quite right. I think the
probably
equivoc.
winds up
Oh,
hitting the Equivocator Polymorph.
Yeah. I was thinking equivocate. Do you think polymorph? Equivocate seems better in the matchup again, but yeah, equivocate.
Yeah. Equivocate being a fast spell means
Yeah.
Overmaster values getting rid of it over getting rid of the more expensive polymorph. So, both players have unseals in hand.
Wait. Okay, permafrost. Yeah, he's using the Herald Song as a
Oh man!
secret
Dream
combo.
Snatcher
yeah. He's using
actually
the
plays fairly well into Vampus's strategy.
It's gonna get permafrosted or polymorphed anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
But we'll get to see it being a 4-3, which is nice.
So Vampus does show an unseal by discarding that one right there. Meaning the Overmaster now gets to keep in mind that Vampus does have
The
unseal.
Overmaster saying he forgot about the interaction. Well, we could tell. We could. So if you're Overmaster, you're keeping the sabotage for a better time, right? You saw what was going on in Vampus's hand. Do you think you play it? Ah, yes, you do. Okay.
Oh, Phoenix, can you turn me up a bit? It sounds like I'm being a bit quiet for the viewers.
I would love to. Let me just a second. I'll check the filters. I have no idea if this is gonna work, so speak a bit and we'll see.
Well, Vampus now has the opportunity to play Heart of the Vault next turn, and not really anything else going on. The Overmaster gets to play Black Sky Harbinger now, and doesn't get to gain any power off of that because there's no crown in play. We see both of these decks kind of doing some stuff, but not the stuff they're looking to do.
Yeah, it's really them playing their cards and not their deck. Oh, oh
That's a
god.
2-cost Stirring Stand, though.
Oh, this is excellent.
Excellent, except it has no targets.
Who cares? He needs to find a way to remove the flying menace, but apart from that, who cares? You've got an observer on the board. Once you get the second sentinel in the void, everything is gonna be fine.
He
Nice.
still has to get the first Sentinel in the Void, and that
It's a
Observer
detail.
isn't exactly going to help him get those Sentinels in the Void.
So we're gonna
now that
see
it's-
an unseal on this, and
Go
then an
to
unseal
war!
on the, on the
We're gonna
unseal.
see an unseal on an unseal. It happened, guys.
There we go. What is he gonna get? 3-6 Ice Knuckle Jotun? Spark stun an enemy unit. So the spark combines with the flying from the Harbinger.
It does, and stunning Heart of the Vault could be relevant. Definitely helps the Overmaster's clock. I mean, rather, helps him from the clock that Vampus is showing right here.
Hmm.
That Ion is going to get torched.
Yeah. Ooh. We've got the Ion as a target, and that's it. So they found their combo spells, and they have no way to activate them. We're gonna see the 3-6, right?
Yeah, I think the correct play is just to play down the 3-6. You
Wow.
looks like the Overmaster would rather Dark Return Ion. But instead, he's just going to Dark Return and Unseal. Now Jotun comes out and
Yeah.
stuns down Heart of the Vault. Also blocks off Nocturnal Observer from attacking, but that second Nocturnal Observer is going to be helpful with both of them getting to loot now.
Ooh, shows you. Okay.
Hmm.
He can drop the third one. But if he does, and if he triggers the observer, he's lost.
Well, if he wants the third Nocturnal Observer,
To
he
be
has to
honest-
give up Stirring Sand.
To be honest, he's already lost.
He decides that the correct play is to give up Stirring Sand.
Oh yeah, I
and play
mean
the
you
third
can't keep
Observer
the stirring
right now.
sands anyway. No, but he's lost. It's Annihilate plus Haunting Scream. And that's a win for Overmaster.
Haunting Scream goes and gets Ion. And...
Annihilate? Annihilate?
Nope, he's not annihilated.
Oh,
which
he's
means
going
that-
to Vara's favor and the
Vampus-
Nightfall.
Oh,
Such a troll.
Virus and Nightfall, nice.
Such a troll. Okay,
There
so
we see
yeah.
Overmaster taking the match against Vampus, 2-1.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Frankly, I didn't come into this matchup with any expectations. The thing is, for Vampus to be able to really play his significant threats, he needs pretty much a specific combination of cards, whereas most of the Overmaster's deck is threats that he can just repeat if he has the right stuff. So I think that probably is the way the matchup would turn out if you played like 100 games of it. I mean, Heiwa versus Buzzjack, it could be an interesting match. It would be a matchup of polar opposites, with Buzzjack and yeah, that's kind of what the matchup might wind up being. I mean, the other option would be probably Foxen or yeah, I'm going to say Foxen versus Croge. I'm going with Foxen. I I really want to see Foxen versus Croge. Let me add one of the players real quick. All right. So, according to Croge's naming convention, we've got something. But yeah, it's Grenadin with Witching Hour, which is an interesting piece of technology. And Foxen is on Owl Ramp, playing into big things such as Ada the Huru and Channel the Tempest. It looks like players are in game and ready for us. You know, this matchup might prove to be somewhat significantly in Foxen's favor with access to all of the board wipe spells, the 4 hailstorms and 4 harsh rules.
It's
Let's find out.
It always depends on this kind of matchup. It's always about like timing. If you got the Arshul when you need it after the like third gear cruncher, so we'll see. I can't say I love the matchup to play it, but we'll see. So we've got oh, this is impossible to write. 3 Foxen 0. You can tell the guys to start. It's fine. And we've got Krogi on the other side. Let's go.
So Croge mulligans away a terrible hand into
Yeah.
a somewhat less bad hand.
You might still have a... Okay, Foxen... Maybe you should tell him that he can go.
I did.
Huh. He's... Considering his hand very carefully then.
Perhaps that is the case. I mean,
It's a good hand
definitely-
against Grenadin, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would keep this hand almost in a heartbeat. You get to seek power and to strategize into either a Hillstorm or Cumbria healer, depending on what you seek power for.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, what do you seek power for? It kind of depends on your first 2 draws, I think. I don't know if you seek power turn 1. Let's see. Okay. We've got the Madness Combust package on Krog's Hand.
I think the second Combi Healer brings you
Yeah.
more towards wanting to. Well, I guess you don't need to
Ooh.
search for justice.
But I appreciate that he didn't seek power turn 1.
Yeah, not turn 1 sick powering is a very disciplined play there. I might not have made it because I'd want to be strategizing on turn 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
Speaking of disciplined plays, we watched Groj Vara's favor face for the second time in a row.
But I
But
I mean
that's
he could I guess he could pop the face Aegis that will come up at some point. But
Yeah, there's not really that
yeah,
many things
that you
for
can
Vara's
Vara's
favor to be
favor.
targeting in Voxen's list.
Clearly. Okay.
I mean, in combination with a torch, 2 Vara's favors could have killed 1 Cumbra healer. That's totally value, right?
I I don't know, it depends oh, wait. He's playing Permafrost and he's playing the Relic?
Yeah, he's playing Power Stone as a way of
Power
building
Stone,
up
that's right, that's
power.
the name of the relic. Oops, the Discord thing.
He's not really comboing anything with Power Stone. He just
Yeah, he's
decided to play
for the
Power
ramp,
Stone
yeah.
so that he can run more removal a la Hailstorm and Harsh Rule that doesn't die to Hailstorm or Harsh Rule.
So you ooh. Okay, choosing to Vara's favor here is a bit weird for me. Why wouldn't you attack and let one of the two fight? Maybe you just maybe you just know that he's not going to block. I don't know. I would probably have attacked with the 4/6.
Seeing as Kroj wanted to be on the plan of holding the 4/6 back as a blocker, well, he doesn't get to attack with it or hold it back as a blocker now, because it's dead. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
Foxen is looking for more pressure. Makes sense.
Yeah, Foxen wants the pressure right away, so the owl shows up.
Witching
as a
Hour still
single owl.
cost 20. Okay, so we're gonna see a Madness Combust.
No owl for you, Foxen. Oh dear, Foxen now has a Minotaur Ambassador that will really help him ramp up once he gets to play it. Also of note, that Minotaur Ambassador doesn't exactly fix for Primal Influence, which Foxen is notably lacking at this time.
Yeah, the full primal influence is a problem. It does not have the second justice one for a potential harsh rule.
However, the Permafrost on Gear Cruncher works out nicely,
Yeah,
as that completely blanks its ability.
it was a sad Gear Cruncher.
Oh yeah, that was a lonely Gear Cruncher with literally no friends. And here's a less lonely Scrap Tank, because Scrap Tank brings his
Always
own
have
friends.
always have friends.
That said, Scrap Tank and Gear Cruncher just go the way of the Permafrost.
Is Foxen scared to Hellstorm? Like he could have gotten rid of the scrap tank without the permafrost, just Hellstorming. Is he scared of the Hellstorm because he knows that there's a pause every time Krog can start his game, so he thinks there's a torch?
I suspect that that Foxen's just sandbagging to get more units in play.
Maybe.
But
Maybe it's
now,
also a concern of not giving too many targets for the next year cruncher yet. Because as soon as you, the first switching hour. Because as soon as you Storm, there are grenadines in the void.
right?
Oh. Witching hour has to be like one of the most satisfying legendary to play. I love it.
I wouldn't know. I've never cast it.
No, really?
That is the case. Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun. Ooh, first harsh roll. Getting rid of this.
Takes out the first witching hour.
Oh, so that's an assembly line plus
Witching hour.
scrapper, no?
No, scrapper. Yeah.
Because you
What
get
was
to
I
activate it right away.
You get to activate the scrapper.
Ooh, double
get
devour.
2
So that's
claws.
basically the only good target for Channel the Tempest, the scrapper in the deck.
Yeah. The other good target is, of course, Croge's face.
Yeah, because Guild Cruncher, you kind of want to do a double Storm to get rid of everything. And yeah, that's some nice timing. We'll see. So he can't 8
You
of
know-
Diuru right now. Yes.
16 power for the cost of 0, or 16 attack for the cost of 0 power seems to be a pretty good deal. I can see why Croge is playing this.
It is a good card to play. It is. And not seeing an Arshul is or a second Hailstorm is a bit harsh for Foxen, but it gets rid of most of the important what are they?
Pale Riders.
This Cavalier.
What if no? They're
Oh.
gunslingers.
Are they
I wonder if
gunslingers?
anybody. Yeah,
Everything is a gunslinger in this deck.
you know that's actually very interesting. The Pale Riders are gunslingers. I'm wondering if there's an opportunity
No.
to make a
Against
Gunslinger.
no.
Pale Rider deck.
This is not a good idea. You would need some cheap, like you would have to play assembly line and grenadine drones still. I mean, it's not for nothing that they've been played in pretty much every witching hour deck. Like it costs so much that you kind of need the spells, the assembly line.
Maybe we'll find some
Yeah,
spells that play
maybe.
well with assembly line in the next set, or not assembly line.
Maybe we're gonna have like
Witching hour. Yeah.
spawn 4 gunslingers for 6, and maybe we're gonna play a witching hour gunslinger deck.
Yeah.
They're gunslingers though. How does that make sense? Like one of them
Well-
has a gun, yes.
One of them has a gun. One of them has a gun scythe. One of them.
One of them has
has-
the hat from Bedded Queen.
Yeah, 3 of them have guns, and one of them, the flying one, is understandably holding on to the reins because his horse literally flies. Or is the rider the one who flies? Look at the art. It's the wings are on the rider's back, not on the horse.
Does
The plot thickens.
do people do gunslingers have like some flying ability, or is it just
Oh,
her?
it's not a Valkyrie gunslinger. Either
Yeah.
way, Foxen gets to harsh roll here, or just channel the Tempest for lethal.
Yeah.
So that's Foxen going up 1 game over.
It's
Croge,
gonna
and-
be a tough game. I think Roger's deck isn't aggressive enough to take this, but we'll
Yeah,
see post
and-
sideboard.
I mean, in the sideboard, Foxen gets to take out some of his single target removal spells and bring in 2 more lightning storms. Or some great parliaments. if he decides he wants more pressure. Island's choice is probably not coming in because that does not counter a zero cost witching hour. I sure am, Aphelion. I am absolutely trying to figure out a way to break this format wide open. I mean, it's an option. I mean, no, it's not. Either way, the players are in game. I feel like at this point, Crouch might be resigned to his fate. I am spectating the wrong person.
I should be good. Okay.
All right, here we are. Well, Foxen
go.
has an easy mulligan there with
Gotcha.
8 powers and a power.
I can't see the hand yet, but I trust you.
Or 6 power and a power, not 8 power and a power.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, I might have the bag. I can't tell if he... Okay. Okay, I don't.
That's a more functional hand. We do see that.
Yeah, there's the lightning storm.
Foxen now has a full 10 board wipes.
I mean, there's a potential sabotage on Krog's side.
Yeah, but like, I mean,
Oh, it's a
Do you
terrible target,
sabotage-
yes, but
do you sabotage the lightning storm or the Great Parliament? Or the harsh rule? Or even the channel?
or everything
Or the
actually.
8 of the Huru? These players are not going to do much for several turns.
Yeah.
And that favors Foxen. My guess at this point is that you take out the Great Parliament.
Oops, I forgot to modify the... Oh, too many things going on. I changed the round number and I molded yours. Okay. There we go.
It looks like Croge decides to rip the harsh rule rather than
Yeah,
something
makes sense.
like the owl.
Okay, so the early pressure is there.
Yeah, the early pressure is going to be more there for Foxen than it will be for Croge. And that's a bit concerning.
Maybe we see the combust.
So you get to use Stone Scar Scrapper's ability to draw 2 more cards and hit in Cold Blood.
Yeah,
which
in Cold
is-
Blood doesn't do much. You'd rather eat
Yeah, I mean, it's
you'd
just
rather eat
annihilate.
Combrailer.
and that Permafrost
Very...
could go down on Stone Scar Scrapper, but that probably won't happen because that
Yeah, you've got Get
still allows
Cruncher.
Scrapper to use its ability. I suppose if Foxen draws into an 8th power, the Channel of the Tempest probably hits Scrapper.
Yeah. But then it's good for Crouch because he can devour it.
You're right. Oh, of course. Foxen just draws into more card draw. And Croge is still a decently long way away from those witching hours.
Yeah,
And
very far away. He's gonna.
he does get to Madness and Devour the
Devour,
Owl,
yes.
which is significant because Foxen is now down to 9 health.
We're gonna see a channel coming down. Just to get the
Yeah, he probably has
extra
to channel
draw.
the Scrapper off the board now, and that second Hailstorm doesn't kill off the second Witching Hour. Figure the first one can be dealt with one Hailstorm and one Lightning Storm.
So the
But-
Gear Crunch brings back 2 Grenadines.
Still not the greatest Gear Cruncher out there.
No, they really haven't been. Oh,
And Foxen draws into another harsh roll. That's actually brutal. He decides to permafrost the Gear Cruncher and use his cheapest
okay. So you've got the
one, Lightning.
the kind of only good in Cold Blood targets. It's gonna be able to
Yeah.
discard the card from. Oh, okay. Foxen sent it
Foxen-
back.
Decides that he doesn't need a 2/5 that
Huh.
gains him 3 life, and turns out that was a good choice on his side because of the Cold Blood.
I think against that kind of deck, you would want to play the relic that gives charge to your Grenadines. That would be the only way to give the last damages, because you're gonna take like double Hailstorm and then Arshul, and
Right.
then yeah.
It's really unfortunate for Grudge that all his Pale Riders are just dead.
Should I go ahead and just add the second win to Foxen's score?
I mean,
Am I taking any risk by doing this?
there's a chance. Foxen is still at 11.
Yeah.
And hasn't really committed any pressure. I mean,
But then
the 8 of the Huru.
you're
is
gonna see
probably
him
going to
not
be
being
the
at
big winner.
11 anymore. He's at 15 and he's got the Channel the Tempest. We're gonna see Madness Combust.
Ah, yes, that
Yeah, he wants the draw. Oh.
just get to attack him with the owl anyway. If Foxen blocks,
Foxen
yay. If
gets
Foxen doesn't
probably
block,
to
you just
11.
use
Yeah.
use combust. Foxen's at a functionally at 8 with that torch in Grudge's hand. And there's another great Parliament, yeah.
Makes
Just
sense
the pressure
to
that Foxen needed.
yeah, it makes sense to kill the stunned Strapper instead of hitting face. Crudge isn't dead soon, and you want to avoid any possible draw. I think he's right to send back the Combust. Like, it's a kill, yes, but first of all, it's conditional because you might not have a unit on the board anymore, and then it just doesn't save you. Probably looking for the
It
Gear
looks like
Cruncher.
this is going in Foxen's favor for
Yes.
sure at this point.
One of the owls is gonna die on the torch
Yeah, but now that torch is being spent on killing an
Yeah.
owl.
instead of
and
going face.
Grudge
Yes.
doesn't have any charge. Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
over.
that's over.
Well, I guess my estimation was wrong, and this matchup was a lot less interesting than I thought it was. I didn't realize quite how many board wipes were in Foxen's deck.
Yeah, there's a lot, but it's fine. Okay, so we saw a 2-0 for Fox.
Yeah, probably not the deck Croge was looking to play against. Well, it looks like Buzz Jacket did manage to quick 2-0 HeyYu. Yeah, let's sneak into the Overmaster and Romanova's third game. All spectator Romanova. So yes, these players are 1-1 right now. While Romanova is hitting the
Okay.
Overmaster in the face with Yetis, and the Overmaster is hitting a Romanova in the face with stuff that has lifesteal or pseudo lifesteal.
So that's Aroma. And that's the Overmaster. There we go.
That Caleb's choice is actually a significantly big game because that means attacking with the Gorgon Fanatic is going to get
Yes.
it killed rather than get its ability used.
But then right now Aroma doesn't have anything to deal with the 4-5. Oh, it chooses to attack with it.
See, I understand the attack by the Overmaster. The Overmaster would be worried about another Cinder Yeti or
Yeah.
anything else that drops down on the board.
Obviously.
But
Mm,
right now, he's not winning this race if he does keep attacking
Yeah.
in with Black Sky. Unless I'm doing my math totally wrong.
I don't think you are.
And that's not the draw that the Overmaster's looking for. And a Thud Rock, just yet another piece of pressure that you also
You have to block,
Thud
yeah,
Rock.
the 5-4
Yeah.
now. Ooh,
I
that's
mean,
not helpful.
yeah,
So-
that's a bit late.
Okay, choosing to discard.
He does get to make a big Dream Snatcher, but all that did was give
There we go,
Romanova
yes.
a Cinder Yeti for the top deck, and
Yes.
that's the game and the match.
We should probably do a Romanova won this one, 2-1, but we should probably do a top of the deck cam. Like we would check if
Oh,
there's
yeah,
any
set
if
up a
there's any
warp
warp unit.
And I can spectate Governor. They are in a board stall.
Let me check. I want to see.
Which I guess isn't totally surprising based on the decks they're playing.
Give me a minute. Ah, yes. Sentinel Reanimator versus Praxis Midrange? I can't say for certain right now.
I'm not entirely confident that this is Praxis Midrange. Okay, so the Luminor Claimer came from an Equivocate, and the Hunting Teriax came from an
God,
Equivocate.
you're right.
So, and the
And
Top
the
Tech came from an
Toctic,
Equivocate. So yeah,
and
it
these are
is
polymorphs.
Praxis Midrange.
Huh. Okay. Well, board stall. Oh yes, he's got 2 Infernus on the board.
That's a bold chump block there,
Is it 2?
blocking
It is
the
2.
Lava Blood Goliath with a Toctic. Probably not quite going to work out.
This is an impressive board. So we saw the Titan player strategize. Okay, playing to go face. He's going to. Okay, he's hoping to find a torch or something on the heart of the vault. I would expect.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, there's another one on top of the deck. I can barely see it, but I can.
yeah, there's a Heart of the Vault on top of Governor's deck, and
Huh.
that's such a mistake, Governor. You should have warped the Heart of the
Yeah.
Vault from the top. That could have been a torch. Governor,
It is a mistake, it
no.
is.
And that's gonna be the match.
Is it? Yes, there's two equivocate, you're right. Yes, it could have. Oh. I mean, sometimes you just don't notice the warp.
Right.
It
Yeah,
just
sometimes you
happens.
don't notice you warp, sometimes.
But yes, it should have been warping from the
Oh,
top
hey,
of
look,
the deck.
Rendra. That is irrelevant. And this game goes to Vampus. I don't know if this was game one or if the players are waiting
I would
until
expect
all
it
the
to be
games are
at
done for
least
this.
game 2. I mean, we've had the time to spectate 2 different matches.
Oh yeah, Dr. Here makes an interesting point. Were there unstable forms in that Praxis deck? Let me check. No, he does not. Yeah, no. Vampas has an unstable form? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Vampus is running 2 copies of unstable form in that deck. We never saw it. I didn't even notice it. He probably sideboarded those out for the polymorphs in the previous match. Yeah, it works with that as well. Oh, by the way, is our scout cam? No, okay. It's all good. Never mind. Yeah. I got confused for a moment. No, it looks like their match is over. Vampus won, and we're on to round 3. Looks like a Romanova and Foxen. Yeah, watching Halo U versus Vampus could be cool. I like the sound of that. I'm pretty sure I can spectate either. Yeah. Which do you think should be more on? Oh, let's spectate Halo U's ladder game. I'll spectate Halo U's ladder game.
just for you guys to wait for me to update the deck list. She's very.
So currently, we are watching HeyWyu playing what appears to be his deck with
Oh,
Stronghold
come
Visage.
on.
Oh, and he just conceded.
Would have been fun. But yes, we've got a schedule
His
to
opponent
respect.
might have made it to Masters off of that. His opponent was down in the wall.
That would be fun. I have a problem. I don't think I've got HeyWyu's deck list. Give me a sec. I just have the sideboard. I blame either
Strange.
you or Overmaster.
It was Overmaster. It wasn't me. I didn't do HeyWyu's. So HeyWyu is on,
Yeah,
and I quote,
tell them.
some spicy shit. That is the name of his deck on Eternal Warcry.
We are not making
He
this up.
is running
I
a
found it.
Temporal Distortion control deck with 2 copies of Last Stand at the Gate. That's a card that you guys might not know what does.
Because it's
He's
never
also
played.
running 2 copies of Plated Demolisher.
Which is
That's
also a
card
card.
that I frequently dust. That is a 6-cost 8/8 with Endurance that has a summon effect. You gain 2 armor. And this card is absolutely awful, in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
Because it also has the ability, at the start of the enemy turn, if you have no armor, sacrifice Plated Demolisher.
Oh, is it a total trash tier card? It is. But it seems funny. It really does.
It's a very interesting deck, and I'm excited for this match. I'll be spectating HeyWyu, and you spectate Vampus. Alright. And the other weird thing that HeyWyu is playing is Last Stand at the Gate, which costs 7, and is once again a massive justice spell with a crazy downside that makes it probably not worth playing, but he's playing it anyway. So, Last Stand at the Gate, for the low cost of 7, plays 3 2/3 Treasury Guards and a 6/6 Gilded Hammer. It also sets your life total to 1. Just like your life goes to 1. So, yeah. Oh, Huru Pacifier, yes. Huru Pacifier blocks situational weapons as well, so that just sends you right to 1. to 1. Svetya also prevents you from casting spells, so
You're good to go. So, let's just change the names and...
So HeyWyu's hand right here contains a Channel of a Tempest, a Hailstorm, a Lightning Storm, and no Primal Influence.
yeah, it's gonna be hard. So...
And now he gets Find the Way. That is going to smooth over his
Okay.
Tower of Oz so
I guess
much.
it was a mulligan though, so... It's unlucky. Ooh, I lost your... Okay, there we go.
You lost?
No, I lost your opponent's hand for a sec. But it's back. So that's round 3. Let's update that. Sorry guys, we are going to get our producer back next week. Okay. Okay. It's a slow
You
game.
were speaking to Vampus in French.
No, no, it wasn't.
It's
He is French. That's why. I think Aroma is like from Switzerland as well, so I don't know if he speaks any French, but I know the two train together. That's how I learned that.
interesting.
We've got players from all
Hey,
over
well,
the globe.
Yeah, we're an international game community.
So he's got the plated demolition, which is gonna get
Yeah,
incredibly nullified by the torch. This
yeah,
is-
because it's an 8/8 that dies to torch. That's
I gotta
how
think that
bad this card is.
it's for the spice in the deck, because this can't possibly make it to anything. Like, do you even play this in draft? I guess you do. No, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
Why not if it stays on the board? But
it
I
won't
don't
stay
know.
on the board even in draft.
Yeah, it's it's very bad.
It's so bad.
It's gonna be fun. Maybe he's gonna win with it, and we're gonna be
mean,
forced to.
I suppose
Say it's
his
good.
plan is to build it up as much as possible with his masks.
Yeah, I mean,
Stronghold is
there's
really
obviously
not really
a plan behind it, but there we go. Oh, Vampus can even cast the torch now. But on the other hand, that's a unit that you do not want to equivocate. Because
Yeah,
he has to get
definitely.
something better.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's possible to have a worse card.
Do you not?
I think that is the worst card at 6.
You could be giving your opponent like an Art of the Vault, and he would be like, "Yeah, thank you."
Yeah, free Heart of the Vault. I didn't even
Strings.
have to run either of those colors. And instead,
Oh.
Memphis is going to go ahead
Oh yeah,
and shifting or stirring sand to
Okay,
bring
so
out
power.
Great Kiln Titan. That Great Kiln
we're
Titan
gonna see. It's
is
good. We'll see
going
the
to
Arch
die
roll.
to a harsh roll
Yeah.
alongside the Sandstorm Titan. And we were talking both at once. My apologies.
Sorry, it's me.
Ooh, what's the equivocate turn? He equivocated his own unit.
He
And
got a
what did it
Vara.
become? That's not very useful.
Oh,
I mean, sure, she's a large death toucher.
I mean, you
But
can
that's all
unstable
she
form
is.
her.
Yes, you're right. Vampus is also running unstable forms. We might see him unstable form his own Vara in his Fire Time Primal deck, like you normally do.
Will she? Yeah, the 5 damage going through.
Oh, Dr. Hero's predicting that it's going to be double unstable form into the Scourge.
Yeah,
Scourge.
that's basically
Scourge of
it.
Frost.
You want to find a scourge via an 8-cost unit, but I mean, it's worth it to do it on Vara. She isn't doing anything anyway, so this. Okay, so you can do Hailstorm into Storm. This got to be the most painful way to remove a Titan I've ever seen. This is 3 for 1, and it's
Yeah,
it-
Vampus is totally okay with that. Especially since the Hailstorm or both of the Lightning Storms could have dealt with this Nocturnal Observer, that instead is going to get Desert Marshaled most likely, or just smashed in the face with a giant metal donger, aka Sword of the Sky King.
Maybe I don't know. You can steering sense. Okay, You can just
I'm
drop
pretty
the...
convinced that this card is Lights Out Ace's favorite card in Eternal.
Oh, yeah, the sword, yes. Probably. So Steering Sands. We've
It's
got a
gonna go
great
get Great
kill,
Kiln Titan.
yes.
You know,
Oops.
KYU wouldn't run some Great Kiln Titans to hit the Sword of the Sky Kings.
But I mean, Ventus should be careful. If AYUs can get some removal spells, then his sword is dangerous.
Once again, Vampus is equivocating his
Ooh,
own Great Kiln
Caleb.
Titan, and this time he hits something that
No,
might work out a
actually
bit
that's
better.
great. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay, Caleb dies
Caleb.
to Lightning Storm plus Desert Marshal if there isn't anything anything
It does
convincing.
Vanquish.
No, but I mean the point is it has charge, so it can get rid of the sword.
Yeah, it gets rid of the sword, but instead Vampus decides to play the Great Kiln Titan, which is going to get vanquished, and that means HYU gets to smash Vampus in the face with the sword once more, putting him down to 8, which means he's now within range of one more sword attack, or
Yeah.
not
mean-
within range of that, but now he's at 1.
No, but I mean that's basically over because you've got an Arshful in AYU's hand.
I mean, Vampus still could
You could get
destroy the
something
sword,
on
right?
the
Yeah.
Caleb.
He plays the Caleb and hopes for a big weapon.
And
Ooh, that is not a big weapon.
yeah.
Katana is not big enough. And, well, Bumpus does get to sit back and pray.
Okay, maybe something
No,
convincing. No.
Yeah, Callous Survivalist, yeah. Just dies to Harsh Rule, and then Vampus gets a massive sword shoved down his
Yes.
throat.
Well, there we go. AYU taking the first game. Yeah, it's a convincing game actually because he was behind and he just came back from the grave. The Channel the Tempest was probably the turning point for me, the first one, because you've got...
Yeah, it turns out Channel the Tempest is a strong card. Well, the players are now sideboarding, and it looks like they have access to some interesting options. Yeah, it's an odd choice. It seems to be somewhat at odds with the rest of the plan. But it might work out very well at blanking those Flame Stokers over in Vampus's deck, and, well, Vampus's sideboard, and soon to be Vampus's deck, because those are absolutely coming in. The Unseals will also be great, being able to blank Sword of the Sky King, or not Sword, Channel the Tempest, or Stand at the Gate, last Stand at the Gate, as well as the Channel the Tempest. The Vision of Austerity probably comes in for HYU as well, just to deal with the Flamestoker. I think that's probably correct, especially since, keep in mind that, oh wow, Vampus could hit Flamestoker off of Great Kiln Titan as well. Oops, I'm to be spectating. Hey, well, you're right. Yeah, it looks like players have started off. HeyWayu is going to be missing time influence, and that's one of the harder ones to pick up.
Let's see.
Because a lot of your influence fixing spells are going to, rather your find the ways,
That was
going to
AYU's
require time.
win. Okay.
Sea power, however, does not require time, and there's time.
Hey, were you not giving a care in the world and playing his Desert Marshal? Let's go.
Yep.
2 damage
I'm
is
going to beat
important.
them with Desert Marshal.
Yeah.
And then Nocturnal Observer shows up to say, that's probably a mistake. She has a very long neck.
She? The Observer?
Yeah, the Observer.
She does, actually. No, why did you say that? Never gonna be able to unsee it. No. He's gonna discard the Goliath, but he chose not to crest before using his observers. It's interesting. And keeping the fire sigil on top. He's missing 2 time for the Heart of the Vault.
Yeah. And HeyWayu's missing time for not that. Because that only requires 1 time.
Ooh, so he's got the influence for the Heart of the Vault. So we're probably gonna see the observers drawing a lot more.
Yes. They get access to drawing this turn, and then
That's
there's
nice.
not necessarily going to be any nightfall.
Ooh, discarding the
Well,
Seek Power. I'm not sure I agree. Okay, he draws another one. He's gonna discard it as well if he discarded the previous one.
Yep.
I'm
That's
not
exactly
sure I
what he did.
agree. They're a filter as well.
True.
And if there is an Arshul next turn, Vampus could be in trouble to cast the Heart of the Vault.
And
'Cause
it
the
looks
banner
like
would be
that Harshal
depleted.
is totally possible. And it's not coming out. Instead, Emily is showing up. And we see that Emily did indeed show up.
Gonna check. People saying that my mic is off, which is weird.
That would be concerning. Have I been talking to myself and having the chat be missing out on
My beautiful
commentary?
commentary.
You've been talking?
That is weird actually. OBS is telling me that it is not. I think when you switch scenes between games, you're turning your mic off somehow. Oh.
By the way, it looks like HeyWayu is definitely in the driver's seat at this point.
I'll tell you if he's in a sec. Yeah. Who are you?
Oh, that is a weak card to get off of what was formerly an Emily. Skywalk Instructor is very overcosted.
That's a terrible card, yes.
I don't think I would play that if it cost 4. I would play it at the cost of 3. I would play it if it cost 3, but
yeah,
I don't
you would
think I'd
play it if it
this,
costs
like,
1
in-
as well, I guess.
Yes.
I mean,
And I'm talking like in draft. I wouldn't draft this card if it cost 4. And it's especially unhelpful against a Sandstorm Titan.
you switch back to game, you.
Well, it looks like HYU is going to be harsh rolling here, leaving Vampus with an unseal to stop it from happening. You know, I think we're going to see Vampus. Yeah,
Yeah, just a space.
oh no, A space makes sense, but I probably would have been greedy and made a copy of a Nocturnal Observer and used the 4 Nocturnal Observers.
Yeah, but you want to push some damage. He's still at 23.
Yes, pushing damage is absolutely the correct play, especially with that second harsh roll showing up. I would have been greedy. So the Great Parliament is still only for 1 owl, but soon it can be 2. Just need 1 more mana over on HYU's side of the things. That extra power could also allow him to channel the Tempest, which is
Ooh.
getting close to lethal with a pretty well filled up hand as well.
Yeah. He silenced the Heart of the Vault. Again, I mean, AYU is very carefree with his Desert
happens.
Marshals.
This might be the first time any player has cast Skywalk Instructor.
It's true. Ooh, Flamestalker.
Ah, yes, the Flamestoker is a very versatile threat for Vampus. It's something that dodges all of the removal that HYU.
At this point,
is
you might
playing.
want to get the Goliath. You might fear. Yeah, okay. He fears another board clear, but it's too bad he doesn't know that there is none.
Okay, so with the owls here now, I guess it's Great Come Titan. If it were the other Titan, I might Lava Blood Goliath. I might consider playing Lava Blood Goliath, which he could Stirring Sand for. Lava Blood, of course, being useful in that it kills an owl and deals damage to HYU's face. Looks like HYU is going to single block and lightning strike.
Okay, that makes sense because the double block would have exposed.
Yep. If I'm
the owl.
Vampus, I'm absolutely Stirring Sanding for a.
Heart of the Vault, yes.
No, not Heart of the Vault.
But if you wanted to Goliath, you do it first. You don't do it afterwards.
Right, but I'd still go for Lava Blood Goliath.
Oh
and then you'd
no,
still
yes, but
get
I
to
mean,
play
if he
Flamestoker.
no, I was saying if AYUs had double blocked, you would bring back the Heart of the Vault. You on the draw.
Right. So now Vampus has a 6/6 threat and a Flamestoker that's going to be producing an Infernus every time.
That's scary. Do you think the channel goes face or goes under 6/6? Probably 6/6, right? Ooh.
You go to face because you wouldn't be able to deal enough damage to kill the 6/6.
Wouldn't. Oof. You're right.
So now you take a lot, and
Is that
those harsh rolls
that
aren't going to
game?
do much. Yeah, that's game because he gets to mirror image the Infernus or mirror
Or
image
just, yeah, the
Lava Blood
Goliath.
Goliath. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one he
Yes.
mirror images. He's going for the Goliath.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well done to Vampus. For
Okay, so
proving
I'm
that
just gonna check with
Flamestoker and
Yes, that's
Lava Blood
1/1.
Goliath are powerful cards.
And you guys were right. My mic was cut in the decklist screen. So you've been talking to yourself. I'm sorry.
That's pretty funny.
So we're 1/1, and what we were saying is that we probably have some unseals that came in, and the Flamestalkers, obviously, on Vampus' side, and we were saying Disjunction or Vision of Austerity to counter the Flamestalker on AYU's side. We might see another sideboard just for him to get those in.
It
If you
does seem
didn't
like
already.
a reasonable choice. Sure,
Yeah.
there's only one Vision of Austerity, but you only need one to turn off both Flamestokers.
just gonna modify the combat scene.
And once again, the Amellies provide a good blocker for the Flamestoker, or
Oops.
not Herschels, not Flamestokers. I mean, you're sort of blocking the Flamestokers, but also not really.
I mean, Emily is a good blocker for sure, but you've got the Equivocate that's taking care of her. Permafrost as well, I guess. Okay, so yeah, basically, it's a straightforward sideboard, I think. Okay, the guys are in game, so I'm spectating Vampus if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, the sideboarding was straightforward enough that the players are now ready for game 3. Looks like HeyWayu has a hand that's probably worth a mulligan, with a Primal Sigil and a Justice Sigil, and then Wisdom
Huh.
finds a way, but
Vampus has a
Only
very
two
interesting word.
nothing.
Hand. What do you think of his hand? I think I love
I
it.
mean, it's slow.
It's slow, but when you've got what you have in on the other side, you can afford to be slow.
Yeah, and it seems like a very realistic way of getting to a somewhat on-curve stirring sand, possibly. I think I'd keep, because you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, essentially 5 extra draws. Well, not full draws, but scouts or
Mm-hmm.
actual draws, which seems strong. And it seems Vampus agrees, keeping that hand.
Yep.
HeyWayu also kept his own hand, which means he's
I mean, the
gonna
find
be
a
praying for some power.
Yeah, praying for some time power. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. Instead, he just gets a Herschel.
Huh.
That is a nice premium, but
This could be.
not what he's looking for.
We'll see, but this could mean that Ewayu might be punished for his hand.
Well,
Equivocate goes right on the bottom, which is natural.
And
Okay.
HeyWayu is sitting there without anything to do. This is variance for us.
Okay, the second one for the 9/7. That's the kind of situation in which you emote tough break partner.
Behold my awesome power! All two
Yes,
of it.
that could be nice as well. Oh wait, that means Vampus can unseal the potential find a way. Wouldn't
Yeah,
that be
if-
great? Oh
if
my god.
HeyWayu hits time power, he's
That's
probably
to channel the
does
Tempest
quite
in the
fine.
discard. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
HeyWayu.
a real feels bad for HeyWayu.
And we see the first Heart of the Vault played. Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, he's facing down a Heart of the Vault where his only plays are Vanquishes and Lightning Strike. At least it kills the Heart of the Vault.
Yes, it does. He can tempo
Oh,
a
and
bit,
Vampus
but
plays Seek Power just to add insult to injury. Hey, look at this that I have access to that you don't. Oh,
okay, the power.
Cobalt Waystone
So
does
wisdom.
Wisdom of the Elders.
Oh,
which is
wisdom in
going to
main
get unsealed.
turn. Wisdom in main turn might not have been the right option.
Yeah.
You have already played your power, so you're not looking to put one on the board right
Right.
now. This might be
And
very bad.
Still no more power.
Steering
HeyWayu is
Sands. So we've got the first Great Kill Titan. Oh,
Wow, you're right.
we
That
can do
Steering
Great Killed
Sand.
and Mirror Image and still keep the unseal.
Oh
And-
man, that's
yeah.
actually insane.
Is there any? Is there any? Oh my god.
And Great Kiln into a third Great Kiln. Why not?
This is game over.
Yeah,
Let's not lie. At this point, you don't even. Yeah, you don't
it's
unseal the
actually
find
just
a way.
game over on board.
Yeah.
Because
You've got a
Vampus
Vanquish
gets to
and you
unseal that.
Yeah.
He unseals the Vanquish.
Well,
Man, That's a somewhat disappointing last game, honestly.
I mean, it's a punish to. Do you know if you think he kept this one? You said he did, but
They both kept.
this is a wow.
HeyWyu kept a 2-power hand that I would not have kept.
It's not even the 2-power hand. It's really the fact that he did not have any time.
Have any time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very risky keep by HeyWyu, and variance was not in his favor,
Yes.
resulting in a loss to Memphis.
Well, that's okay. That's a 2-1 for Vempus. Interesting. Some insane draws as well, but when you get the time. Okay, so let's check out. Okay, everybody finished. Vempus won, we just saw that. Western Cancer won as well. Buzz Jacket, Aroma Nova, and Govnor. Don't know. So we don't have any brackets up? Yes, we do.
Looks like all the matches are done, and we're going to be seeing Romanova versus Buzz Jacket.
Yeah, I was gonna propose to watch this. We haven't checked out Buzz Jacket yet.
Yeah, and these players are both 3-0. This is for
Yes.
winning the event.
Um,
I'll add Buzz Jacket. I mean, I already have Romanova.
I have a Romanova as well. We need to find Buzz Jacket's game tag, and we're going to be able to talk about the decks in just a sec. Let me just update them. Where is Aroma? He's right there. Aroma playing the Yeti deck. Aroma versus Buzz Jacket. Where are you, Buzz Jacket? Okay, there we go for the deck list. And let's change the names. Buzz Jacket. There we go. Have I lost you, Cygnus?
No, you have not.
Okay,
I'm
so
still here. I see a lot of fire and primal influence.
yes, I
in
do
this
as well. Two different decks though. We've got the classic Skycrag aggro.
And the classic
Yeah.
Skycrag Yetis.
Yeah, Yeti. I've never seen the matchup. I think.
It's not a common matchup because Yetis aren't really a common deck.
Well, Aroma was playing it on ladder, and I think of a master as well. So
So it obviously works.
Okay, so we wanted to add Buzz Jacket. What's his little name? Buzz Jacket. Okay. Ooh, he doesn't have the. He's not an eternal player bug. How amazing is that?
Yay, nobody with that bug. Looks like the players are in.
Yeah, I know, but I told Roma to wait.
Alright.
In Mule, we're just gonna need to find Buzz Jacket.
I've got Buzz Jacket.
Oh, you've got. Oh, okay.
You spectate Aroma.
Okay, then here we go. So the deck lists are pretty straightforward, I think.
Definitely. Buzz Jacket mulligans away one Fire Sigil hand to a hand that is going to allow him to play pretty much everything in his deck with 3 power. Romanova also mulligans into a hand with unstable forms.
Buzz Jacket 0 and 0. A Romanova. Let's go. Okay.
Svetya's eyes on that avatar glint.
They glint.
This is mesmerizing. Yes.
I guess
So,
they
Buzz Jacket
do, you're
gets
right,
to-
actually. Ooh,
Buzz
that's
Jacket
the
is
early
on
torch.
the draw, which means that the Oni Ronin he played down on turn 1 dies to a torch.
It's always a bit awkward to torch the first on you run in when your opponent is playing something like Skycar aggro or Stone Scar aggro, because there's the Rakano Outlaw coming in right
Yeah.
after.
But it means that Romanova's Champion of Fury that's attacking in as a 4-2 already
Yeah.
is going to be the first card to draw blood. Now we see a torch that Buzz Jacket probably won't play here, instead most
Yeah, I
likely
think
committing a Shogun Scepter onto
Scepter,
the Rakano
yes.
Outlaw. Or a Permafrost onto the Champion of Fury. I guess it makes more sense to Permafrost than to Torch. But I still think I'd rather keep the Permafrost up to deal with some of Romanova's larger Yetis. Though I suppose Buzz Jacket prefers the versatility of the torch, being able to use
It's
it
the
in
fast
conjunction
spell,
with Rakano
yeah.
Outlaw to deal a bunch of damage,
Definitely.
or to be able to go face with it. So now we see that Shogun Scepter coming
So what's
out.
a Romanova's option? Yeah, I was gonna say option to get rid of the 4-3, but there you go.
That's an option to get rid of the 4-3.
Yes, it is.
That's not going to happen.
So again,
No, it still does happen because Romanova
unstable
True.
form there for the card advantage again.
through the power.
I
gets
mean,
to-
I think that in this deck, it's basically a way to bypass Titan and to get card advantage. If I were to guess.
the unstable forms are commonly used on Slope Sergeant in this
Yeah, but
deck.
that's a form of card advantage.
Yes.
Because
yes. Also,
you technically discard one card.
well, they're either used on
Hmm.
or with Slope Sergeant. They can be discarded to Slope Sergeant, but they can also be used on Slope Sergeant.
Oh yes, you're
generally
right.
going to have
A better
a-
unit, yes.
better unit than a 4/4
You're quite
at
right.
7 cost. But now we see that Obliterate coming out just in time to deal with the massive 7/5 Champion
Yep.
Fury. Buzz Jacket is now down to just one torch in his hand for options to deal with what a Romanova has going on. It might be that Buzz Jacket decides to attack in with the Oni Ronin, but he does not, which means he's not looking to trade to 2-for-1 himself to kill the 4/4 Slope Surgeon.
So we're gonna see, what's the name of it? Thudrock? Thudrock going down on the
Thudrock.
board, right? Yeah.
Looks like Thudrock shows up. I might have played Wump instead, because playing Wump and then Thudrock the next turn seems pretty awesome.
Okay, it chose to discard the Feast Caller?
Yeah, at this point, you probably don't need the Jotun Feast Color, though having the Jotun Feast Color would be nice because it's resistant to removal.
Yeah, to
and
removal. Is one
draws cards.
that
That's-
good when you don't have a...
Well, all of your Yetis get
Yeah, you
+1/+1.
get +1/+1.
That
You're
is
right, you're right.
very significant.
It's
And
your
that is
little
significant
obelisk.
enough that a Romanova would prefer the Anthem effect over
Yeah.
just...
So Buzz Jacket is at 1.
Yeah, this game is over. There's nothing in Buzz Jacket's deck that would allow a comeback. Time to torch your face and concede. Or just concede.
Or just concede indeed. Okay. Well, that was quick, so... Well, I guess we're not expecting very long matches with that.
It's a
kind of deck
Skycrag
list,
mirror.
yeah.
Sure, they're playing different decks, but they're both playing Skycrag. It's
Yes.
not going to be long matches.
So Yeti taking it, it's the kind of deck that I would want to play, but I do not own 4 actually, Third Rock. So I'm kind of hesitant to craft this.
I feel like it is more susceptible to bad variants than
Than the usual Skycrag aggro.
usual Skycrag aggro is.
Hmm.
Though I still don't find Skycrag to be my personal favorite go-to aggro deck.
I don't know if you've got another choice in the meta. With Hailstorm like being rampant, you need the Aegis. So
Yes, the Aegis is
certainly
nice.
the Yeti deck isn't really for that, but the typical Skycrag aggro deck wins basically by denying the first Hailstorm.
It looks like the players sideboarded just as fast as they played their game,
Okay, let's go.
and this looks like an absolute keep for Buzzjacket. Sure, it's only 2 power, but
Don't
that 2
spoil.
power unlocks everything in his hand other than the Obliterate, including
Yes.
a turn 1 Oni Ronin into a turn 2 either Ornate Katana or Fearless Yeti.
And this is a keep as well for Romanova. 2 Slope Surgeons in hand. Huh. So this time Buzzjacket is on the play. Almost looks like it's on purpose. We've got some Oh, that's a oh yeah, that denied
torch.
the
That torch is very valuable
yes.
for Romanova. Not only killing the unit, but also slowing down Buzzjacket's
It
ability
denied
to commit things to the board.
Yes, you're quite
But
right.
the other torch
The banner.
shows up now, and that denies a Romanova's ability to play Slope Surgeons.
What a matchup. Probably gonna play the Cinder Yeti, right? Just thinning your deck
Yeah.
a bit and
It's card advantage playing
Yes.
the unit that's on top of your deck.
so we're gonna see a Katana on the 3-1. Oh no. Just opting to scout.
Just a-
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, you do get the scout, but having access to the card draw might have been nice.
Look
It
at
looks like
this
that's what they
beautiful
say on
scout
top.
cam. So we saw the diplomatic seal and he keeps it on top. Cinder Yeti really taunting a Romanova right now.
Yeah, I think a Romanova's okay with it because it's something that
Yes.
you get to commit to the board,
Good
Now we're
job.
going
He,
to see
he permafrosted
Diplomatic Seal
the
played.
3-1.
and Vedius show up. Here's one of those Aegis threats you were talking about.
Yes. Such a good thread too. It's very nice.
Aegis and Quick Draw makes it really hard to deal with that without being the one who's beating down harder. And that seems to be Romanova's plan with that board that
The 2
is
seed
very
going, I
intimidating.
guess. Yeah.
Representing 13 damage right now if it were all to be unblocked. And Buzzjacket is still just
Ooh,
making
finds the way
Vedius
to put
bigger and
the
playing
Champion of Fury.
These are units that want to be attacking, but Buzzjacket's 16 HP and a Romanova's representing 13 damage make it
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like Buzzjackets should be blocking.
Is he gonna attack with everything? Then
Oh
just
yeah, I would absolutely attack with everything.
it's gonna draw first, okay.
It's an interesting choice
Ooh.
to draw before attacks.
No, but it's great. You discard the third rock and you power plus has he already
you have to
powered?
discard 2 cards.
Yeah. Oh, you've got to discard 2 cards, you're right. Oh no, it sucks. Hmm.
Which means we're going to see Champion of Fury block the 4/4
And we see the
Slope
scouts.
Sergeant, and
Meh. Yeah, he
Buzzjacket
bottomed it.
still have not enough ways to deal with the units that Romanova was able to commit to the board so efficiently. That is
That is game,
the
right?
power of
Oh,
Slope
yeah,
Sergeant
it is
being
game.
able to come down as such a cheap threat when you're Fearless Yetis.
Wow, no
We're also in
respect.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's
was
pretty
quick.
brutal.
so 2-0.
Yeah, the Yeti deck does seem to have the higher ceiling, as proven by those couple of games. but I think the consistency is more in favor of the classic Skycrag aggro.
I think weirdly enough, your top decks with the Yeti deck aren't as good as the top decks with the Skycrag deck. But Romanova really plays it well. It's quite impressive. So Romanova taking the tournament, doesn't he?
Yeah, Romanova went 4-0 in the event.
Well, the power of aggro.
Yes.
We could try to find, as usual, some feature matches. So, is there?
Let's sneak into Vampus
Yeah.
and Western Cancer.
Oh, perfect. They're not in game though. for
All
me.
add Western Cancer. Oh, they're not in game right now.
Wait, everybody else is still playing, right? At this point.
Actually, Fox and 2-0'd Governor already.
Oh yes. We've got the Overmaster and good points as well. Vampus
But
isn't in game for me, so we could try to spectate the Overmaster.
Yeah, Vampus is in game right now.
Let's see. Let's see what the guys have for us.
You're not going to get a hand cam for this.
It's
though,
fine,
I'm
it's fine,
sorry.
don't worry. So we've got, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so we've got Overmaster facing a Rally Queen deck.
Yeah, that would be Rally Queen. And Overmaster is
I'm gonna just...
gaining as much health as he's taking, but then
He's got two
his Render
Haunting
dies.
Scream.
Yeah, those screams are going to prove pretty brutal, though.
And
Look at
Good
the life
Points,
totals.
yeah, Good Points doesn't have anything in hand anymore. Sorry guys, but we can't provide you an opponent's hand, so he has nothing. So that's a Rindra.
Right now, he has the Ghost of 2.
Yeah, there's nothing in his. He opted to Rindra instead of doing Harbinger.
Yeah, that's a strange play. That Harbinger right there would have been so strong.
Was
But,
not afraid of the rally apparently.
Yeah, he survives this turn because there was no rally.
Ooh.
And has more targets for the Black Sky.
Oh god, he
Harbinger.
got 2. He's at 1. Seriously.
No fear whatsoever. And that is a heck of a way to stabilize.
Yeah. Well, that actually appears to be kind of game.
You just go out into the world with not a fear whatsoever, and this is what you're able to do. I don't think I would have had the composure to.
Yeah, to hold
Hold on,
to
that
hold
one.
the Harbinger. I don't know. I don't even know if that was the right choice. I am a bit surprised. Well, there you go.
Works out.
Yes, surprisingly, but yes. I have no info on whether or not that was the last of their games. So
It looks like it was with the Overmaster 2-0 in good points. So
Well.
Rumpus and Western Cancer seem to be. the
Okay,
only
let's
match left to go.
try to find them.
Rumpus is still,
Still
not
not
in
in
game.
game.
I'll ask him.
Okay. We could try anyway to find you some feature matches. So let me just ask left and right.
Oh, Vampus entered a game. Looks like he's still playing up against Western Cancer.
Let's go. There we go. Do you have the end cam by any chance?
I'll add Western Cancer, see if I can
Don't
get
worry,
a hand
it's-
cam up and running.
It's fine anyway.
Oh, we want to bring the best content we can.
And that's a that's a hand without fire for Vampus, but still a hand that he can play. Let's ask Aroma if he wants to do wanna do a feature match. We could ask Overmaster if he wants to do a feature match against Aroma. I kind of want to see more of Overmaster's deck. I have lost Cygnus again.
Sorry, I'm just having some issues with the Eternal client right now. It looks
It
like
is
I will
fine,
not
don't
bring
worry.
Western Cancer's hand cam to you because I'm getting the opportunity to challenge Western Cancer even though he's already in game.
I advise you not to do that.
Yeah. Well, once again, you get some non-hand cam action, I suppose, with Vampus playing up against Western Cancer's very interesting mill deck. It's certainly spicy.
Oh yeah,
It's
so
running 2 copies of Solitude, 2
I
copies of
should-
Leave a Witness, 2 name takers, and a last word.
should probably do just that. Okay, so we got the feature match set up. We're gonna witness the last game from Vampus versus Western Cancer, and then we're gonna do a Romanova versus Overmaster.
Sounds great. We'll get to bring that 5th round of action to you all.
Oh yes, technically round 4. I forgot too many things going on. Technically round 4.
I mean, Muller Eternal's always fantastic, right? So now let's get into here. We see Vampus on a hand that has 2 unseals and 1 Stirring Sand. That Stirring Sand has no targets right now, though.
Yeah.
But he does get to keep using his Nocturnal Observers to keep digging for something to discard. It looks like he discards one of the unseals, leaving a second one that he doesn't have the power to play, which means if Western Cancer plays something like a Harsh Rule right here, that Vampus is going to feel bad. And look at that. Called it. What's my
Fenport,
prize?
Mill Control. That's the deck we didn't have a chance to cast, that's
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
2 name takers.
So, Western Cancer's on a very interesting Felmport, or I would call it Sultai because I'm a Magic player. Solitude list. It's also interesting that he's only running 2 Solitudes. Ooh, there we are for Vampus. That Nocturnal Observer is exactly what he was looking for. Because it
Yeah,
allows
you
him
get to
to just
discard a
break Combine
kill.
and play the Stirring Sand right now to put it straight into
Then
play.
again, you're hoping Western Cancer does not have another Harsh Rule. Sometimes.
Or a Leave a Witness would also be fantastic
yeah,
here.
well, no,
because-
not anymore.
Okay, I mean, it's no longer quite that good, but it's still decent. I mean, it's still...
Wait, can you
Copies of Harsh
cast
Rule
can you
numbers-
cast Leave a Witness without a unit on the board?
Yeah, you can. It's Mentor. Mentor is optional.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Didn't know.
It's actually really strong. It's just that we've been in metas since it showed up, where having one of your strong units survive a harsh rule hasn't been necessary enough for the decks running harsh rule to want to run
Yes.
a harsh rule that costs 2 more.
Sometimes it's just the fifth house rule you're looking for, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit overcosted
So
for the
Vampus
meta.
gets to commit Heart of the Vault to the board and hopefully for him draw something spicy. I mean, a zero cost Equivocate is rather spicy. But Western Cancer gets to play his one of Celestial Omen for. What do you think Western Cancer actually gets off of Celestial Omen? We don't get to know.
There's the name taker that I'm curious about in his deck. I want
Yeah, I mean,
I want to see it. There's obviously the Solitude and the Ascendel's Gift.
I feel like you'd get the last word over the name taker here if you're getting a weapon, because
Yeah, it's
Deadly Quick Draw
probable. You've got
means
the quick draw.
you
Yeah.
kill off the Heart of the Vault for no loss, and then you get to ultimate it and just slap Vampus in the face. It looks like Western Cancer instead is on the Solitude plan, and that plan is going to get unsealed. That foil Martial Ironthorn, or premium, is going to turn into not a Martial Iron, but still premium.
So there's
Sandstorm
46
Titan.
cards left in Vampus's deck. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, and with only 2 Solitudes, it seems like Western Cancer was absolutely banking on that Solitude resolving, because if it did, then there would be an additional 17 cards
Yes.
out of Vampus's deck and into his Void, which would make it very possible that the second one could actually be lethal. But instead, we're
Ooh.
looking at a situation where Western Cancer's option for milling out is going to be Dream Snatcher. That's
Steering
actually-
Sense.
Actually, a very decent
Oh.
opportunity right here.
Oh
Because-
yes, because Vampus chose to keep the Steering Sense on top.
And if Vampus draws
Oh my god,
If
all his
Vampus doesn't draw a
Sentinels.
kill spell, that Dream Snatcher is now a 13-3,
Yeah.
which means it
He's
also
gonna
gets to
trade, isn't he?
attack.
Yes.
And sure, the Sandstorm Titan blocks, but that means it kills the Sandstorm Titan and Western Cancer is up to 21.
It's a long game.
Oh, Stirring Sand on top. That's not going to help with the second Solitude showing up.
37. You're
That-
almost. Oh, there we go.
Well, Vampus
Beautiful.
is out of cards and lost at the end of turn.
Well, there we go.
Vampus
That's
just got milled out.
Is that the first meal win from the ECF? It might be.
Yeah, I think that's the first mill victory on the TCF. It's at least the first one I've witnessed.
Yes.
It's very memorable.
So we are going to get a feature match. So we said between Overmaster and Aroma Nova. Aroma, who just won the tournament. And let's go for it.
All right,
There we
I'll
go.
provide hand cam for Lanova.
Let's go, and I'll do Overmaster. Okay. So yeah, that was an interesting tournament. I wasn't expecting actually the Yeti win. I would have seen the Rally Queen before the Yeti win actually. Yes, Romanova. There we go.
Yes, yes. I'm just trying to figure out if the players are ready for their bonus match.
Yeah, Overmaster is gonna start soon. So
Uh,
yeah, that was a convincing performance by Romanova. 4-0.
Definitely.
And there we go. So Overmaster has to reboot, I think, and we are good to go afterwards. We're gonna do just after the feature match. We're gonna do the news section again. Just because there wasn't much people when we did it at the beginning. Probably we should move this at the end, actually.
Yes, bonus news segment at the end.
Yeah,
Sounds like
it's
a good
probably
time for a news segment.
and we're gonna be actually we'll talk about this one right now. That there is another tournament that we're organizing on June 17th. So that's a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. That's a tournament with a cash prize, actually. That's the Conquest of Cats Go Moo. So if you guys are interested in this tournament, it's I think it asks you to register 4 different decks, and then you ban one of your opponent's decks prior to each match. If I'm not mistaken, that's kind of the Hearthstone way of doing things. So Aroma and Overmaster are in game, so I'm gonna jump right in.
Yeah, it looks like.
But
But
yeah, we've got this other tournament, and I'm going to link that to you in just a minute. I'm gonna reactivate.
it would be absolutely fantastic to see as many of you guys show up as possible. Once again,
Yes.
this is a tournament with a $50 cash prize for the winner, 25 for second place, and $10 each for third and fourth.
Yes.
Which means if you feel you have a nice set of 4 different decks, show up and play.
And if you
This will
if you
be
need
happening
any
on
help,
Sunday. Oh, sorry.
yes. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish this.
The event will be happening on Sunday, June 17th, which just so happens to be my birthday.
Oh, isn't that
Past my
cute?
birthday.
Oh. Well, we'll try to get you the win then. But then
I won't be winning because I'll be casting. And I will
You
be
can
winning because for me
you can
casting
win.
is a win.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll wish you a happy birthday, don't worry. We'll sing it for you. So we should be commentating, but yeah, if you guys want to participate, if you need any help for your deck list, if you're unsure, then you can ask on our Discord, which we can link as well. So the game. Let's talk about it. We were asking for a
Yes, the
feature
game.
match.
We're now on turn 4 with the Romanova
Yes.
having already played 2 Slope Sergeants, thanks to the help of some units that have died now.
I think it was a Champion of Fury, but yes. And
Oh,
you
it might have been the unit that got turned into a pig. I'm not sure.
Might have been actually. I didn't check.
By the way, the Overmaster gets to play Rindra, which is actually really strong on the board
Yes.
right now.
Because our Romanova discarded the
blanks
5th
the-
power.
It would blank the Slope Sergeants, but the Overmaster decides to attack now.
It's
while
fine, because
Rindra
he's got
still has life steal.
the Haunting Scream, he's got the Fanatic that he wants to put on the board, I suppose. No, I think you want to attack with it while it still has life
He's gonna
steal,
play
but
the
maybe
Black
not.
Sky
Okay.
Harbinger first, gain a bunch more life, and just leave Rindra back as a blocker. Rindra is not black. I mean, if you consider, I guess the color of the card is because multicolor cards in Eternal are, sorry, multi-faction cards in Eternal are black backgrounded.
Wait,
And now
this
we see
guy-
Romanova discarding Thudrock and
So Cinderity is obviously a
Jotun Peace
keep,
color.
because you get to stop the Harbinger for a turn. And
Yeah,
oh,
Cinder
okay, there
Yeti's
was
really
one
good
on
too.
top. Makes sense.
Yeah, you always play the Cinder Yeti on top over
Yeah.
the Cinder Yeti in hand. But once again, all of these units do not attack well into Overmaster's board. I might have been willing to sacrifice one of the 3 Slope Sergeants to get in for 8 when the Black Sky Harbinger was
There's so much lifesteal
exhausted.
on Overmaster's side.
Yeah. I mean, right now the only thing that actually has lifesteal is the Black Sky Harbinger.
And our
And now
Romanova
Wump
is
shows
still
up to...
not finding his
Actually,
fifth
Wump is
power.
a huge game
Yeah.
here. Absolutely massive. Now the Slope Sergeants are all 5/5s. There's another Wump. A Romanov is going to be able to produce a critical mass of creatures here that might just be enough to overwhelm the Overmaster. Who's the Overmaster now?
Won't be such a good card in this position. You're right. You've got the second one as well.
Oh yeah, the second verse bigger than the first.
Romanova discarded so many powers on the Slope Surgeons that
Yeah,
he still
but
hasn't
it's-
found his raw power for Obliterate.
He's proving he doesn't need more than 4
It's
power
true.
though. This deck is functioning perfectly fine right now. And at this point you have to start attacking, right? Yeah. He's going to attack him with the 3 all 4 Slope Sergeants. Makes sense as there's 6/6s. Looks like the Overnight have an Overmaster, yeah, has Ion to bring in. And then gets to double block and double block. Man, that's a very awkward double block. 1/6/6 blocked by
Yeah.
a Rindra and a Black Sky Harbinger. I mean, sure, one of them survives, but it's like, I
Shouldn't
feel like you could be doing so much more.
shouldn't you do
You know,
like
it's probably, yeah, you should
5-5-3-2 and 4-5-3-3? That was a weird
Yeah,
block.
yeah, that-
Huh.
he could have kept one more unit alive than he did with a different block, but then also maybe it's that he didn't want to lose both
Yeah,
the Rindra
the
and the Black
maybe.
Sky Harbinger. Or maybe it's that he specifically wanted the Gorgon Fanatic to die.
He's right. Then it's a good way to find your oh yeah, another way to activate Rindra. That's nice.
Yeah, that's probably actually the reason.
Yeah.
Because now we
He knows
see
his
the
deck.
Overmaster getting the 3-card draw. That Vara's Favor's not going to be killing anything anytime soon.
No.
Second Render shows up, which means all of the Overmaster's units have lifesteal for the moment.
Rindra is such a satisfying card. It doesn't feel overpowered. It feels very, very nice. Can't explain it. This is hard for Overmaster.
Oh yeah. Thudrock gets each of these Thudrocks get only one of them's Thudrock, my bad. But he gets 2 hits, which makes 2 7/7 snowmen.
I mean, basically, your way to victory here is just to find a way to chain the Rindras somehow, but you're not gonna have enough on board to block all of
Yeah, I mean
these little snowmen.
the Overmaster survives this turn and
Yeah.
kills off 1 unit, but he's not going to survive the next turn.
Ah, he finds the Dark Return. You can do Iron plus Rindra. And he chooses to do
Black Sky Harbinger does gain a fair amount of life, but
Eh.
once again, he's now only got 2 blockers.
You've got the Obliterate for the 4-5-2.
And a third Wump instead. That's just committing more to the board. It makes
Yeah.
sense because all of these units. I mean, sure, the 7/7s, the snowmen don't get buffed up, but everyone else does, making even
Oh, poor little
the little
snowman.
Snowcrust Yeti a massive threat.
They're already 7/7s. think it's fine. They don't need to
Yeah.
get buffed. Next your number of Yetis.
You know, if
It's
he
a nice
attacked,
deck.
if he had attacked with the Wumps there, Romanova would have had the win.
Yes, you're right. I doubt it's gonna change anything, but yes, you're right.
Yeah, it looks like the game is in Romanova's bag.
Yes.
No,
You never
no
know.
board wipes for Overmaster to use.
That's the main problem of the time screen. And you can't afford to play Stray into Shadows because it permanently kills your fanatics.
Right.
So
Right.
you're left with
So-
no board clears.
So what you're saying is the main problem with time-based screen is a problem that also exists with the most popular Felnscar screen decks.
No, it's not exactly the same. In his deck list, I mean, the time screen that I'm running runs a lot of killer effects. So you get a way to kill the opponent's unit. The time screen that he is running plays so much on mask that if you don't see it, you don't have anything to come back from a big board. And that's
It's
a
more of a
problem.
mask deck that just happens to have a screen
Yes.
package than a screen deck that has a mask package.
That's it. That's basically it. And the guys are gonna sideboard, but basically the GPS Scream has harsh rules. Slay can have access to cards like Vanquish, Annihilate. You've got a lot of removal, and then you've got the Fire Screen that has the whole Madness package that had so much tempo, and these actually work well. The Time Scream deck has to play on Deadly plus Killer to get some value on the board for your kills, and this doesn't run it, so
Yeah.
it's not optimum. But
There are a lot of different ways to build Time Scream, though.
yes, they are. It's an interesting deck to build.
Yes, we've seen Brett with the beautiful dinosaurs list.
Yes,
We've
yes,
seen
we
the
have.
Overmaster here with the mask list, and then I have a unseen focused or an unseen and crown scream deck.
Oh, that's nice. Is it the one you were playing? It's not the one you were playing earlier, right?
Yeah,
It
the one
is?
I was playing. earlier.
Okay. Nice.
Well, we see Romo Nova off to the races with a turn 1 Snowcrust Yeti.
Yeah, not much
It
afterwards,
looks like
but
he's not going to have a turn 2 or turn 3 play though.
yeah.
Just going to be fairly slow. Okay, another Snowcrust Yeti is not nothing.
You're technically right. It's not nothing.
Technically correct. The best.
The best kind of correct, indeed. Yeah, Overmaster has a
Interesting.
very slow hand. Yes?
I don't agree with playing out the
BD.
Granite Waystone there. He could have played the Common Cause out for another firepower to push to be able to.
To activate the...
Granite.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, it doesn't wind up mattering because the Granite Waystone would have come down this turn. And I suppose... No, there's not anything in his deck that requires 3... Actually, yeah, there is. He's running Jotun Feastcaller. Okay,
Yeah, for
no,
the
it makes
three
sense to...
the three
It
primal,
makes
it makes
sense to want
yes.
to get 3 primal, yeah.
Especially since it's not an easy card to kill for Overmaster. Wump. Yes, Wump. Okay,
Now
we
we
see
see
the
all that
discard.
card advantage from... I guess it's not card advantage, it's just better card search.
Oh yes, this is not card advantage, but combined with the unstable forms, it is.
Yeah, that becomes card advantage with the unstable forms.
And still we see the Rindra, still a problem for Romanova, but he's got the answers in hand this time.
Yep,
So we've got the
Permafrost.
Permafrost. The next one will get polymorphed. So much pressure.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't really like about the Overmasters list.
It's
It
not running Hailstorm,
feels
so...
so bad to get permafrosted with that deck because there's nothing
Yeah.
you can do about permafrost.
And it's
in
vulnerable
Viscera.
to go wide lists. I think the Harbinger is there for the token list, but the problem is there are other decks that go wide, and this is not
Yeah.
a list that can deal with them. I think we're gonna see a Romanova take this 2-0.
That looks like it's likely to be the case, further cementing Romanova's win in tonight's Casual Friday event.
Yes, indeed. And there we go.
Thank you to everybody for coming out to play or coming out to watch.
Yes,
and
we're just gonna do the news section, and then you're gonna send them home.
it's always fun to be here casting, and we have some news to share with you all.
Yep. So thanks to everybody. You're quite right, and congrats to Romanova, to Overmaster, to everybody who's been playing. It's been great, and we love the deck list. And we've got some news for you. Still, have I got news for you? So we've got a new website, and we love it. So if you type a exclamation mark website on Twitch, you're gonna find the link, but we've put it here for you as well. It's quite simple, tgpeternal.com. You can find every information you might want, you might need about us, about the tournaments we're organizing, about the articles we're writing. We post them here. Actually, we've started posting that here. Yeah. So the site is up. If there's anything you dislike about the site, if there's any feedback you would want to give us, don't hesitate. We've got our Discord. I am going to give you the link afterwards again, but if you type exclamation mark Discord, you get the invite link. So basically, yes, you've got a new way to find out about us. The other information that we have been giving you is that we've got a new tournament on June the 17th. So the Sunday we get the Conquest of Katzgomu, and this has a cash prize. As Cygnus was saying, it's $50 for the winner, $25 for the second, the runner-up, I think that's called.
Yes.
The third and fourth place get $10. So yeah, if you're interested, 4 decks, and we're gonna give you the link again as well. You can find it on our website.
To receive those either as Steam gift cards,
Yes, or
Steam gift card codes, or possibly as direct PayPal as well.
yeah,
If
we've
feel
got
the need to
some
use it on
details
something
to
other
figure
than
out.
Steam.
Yes, you're quite right. We've got some details to figure out, but it should be possible. And about the more content that we're producing, so we are coming back, to the articles and streaming. Duncan is gonna have a Monday stream apparently on the TGP Twitch channel that you're currently watching. I'm streaming as well these days. The YouTube channel is up. We've uploaded the 2 last tournaments, and we're gonna upload this one as well as soon as possible. You can find the YouTube channel by typing exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. You can find it as well on the site. Yes, sorry.
We will also be trying to get some extra content up there on the YouTube, either some deck techs
Yes.
and playing with decks, or possibly interesting brew matches.
Indeed, and you can have some deck analysis, as you were saying. You can find pretty much anything. We're gonna produce more content on the YouTube channel. If you want to give us any feedback on what you would like to see on the YouTube channel or the stream, you can type exclamation mark feedback. I know a lot of exclamation marks, but you can find a form there that the last question is an open question that you can answer about the content that you would like us to produce. Again, we are not entirely certain about the starting time of the tournament. It's a lot better than an hour earlier, but we're still debating it, so we'll see, and we'll keep you in touch. Don't worry. Again, if you like what you're watching, don't hesitate to follow or to subscribe now. We've got a button,
Yes.
and I had a last slide to show you about our sponsors. So as we were saying, we're organizing the conquest of Cats Go Moo, and it's Cats Go Moo that is sponsoring mainly the tournament on June the 17th. And Duncan is providing the two $10 prizes. So thanks to both of them. And Reshef is providing us the site, the Discord, and everything. And he's the owner of the team, and he's amazing. So there you go, guys. Do you have anything to
And
add?
once again, our subscribers, you guys, can be our sponsors as well. If you really
Yes.
enjoy what you're seeing here and want us to be able to produce more content more frequently, keep providing these eternal Casual Friday events, you can be like, oh, it was a Romanova earlier, actually.
Yes, we will
That
add it for
subscribe.
next week. And I prepared it in advance. So I'm providing you guys with the link to the tournament we were talking about. The ECF is still coming back next week. Don't worry, we'll be there. And basically that's it. We hope that you had a great time. Cygnus, do you have anything else you want to say?
Not really this week. I think that's that. It'll be great to see you guys next week.
Clearly, yes, we hope that you'll be there, and we hope that you have a nice day, evening, night for me. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. We loved it, and we hope that you did as well. Thank you.
See you all next time.